Style for Life. I'm Stephanie Rumble, fashion stylist, accountability coach, and your guide to feeling good in your body and your clothes. Based in Christchurch, New Zealand, I bring over 3 decades of experience in fashion, fitness, and wellness to help you feel strong, stylish, and self-assured. Together we'll explore the emotional, physical, and practical sides of style because true confidence starts from within. No matter your age or size, you deserve to feel confident and show up as the best version of you. I truly believe this. This is Style for Life. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the podcast again this week. We are getting into our colder weather here in the South Island of New Zealand, and that just means that our winter wardrobes are starting to be utilised. So I thought today that I would do a podcast slightly differently on winter fashion trends that are currently available in the shops. So I've spent the morning sourcing some beautiful clothes that are available that you can buy right now, which will be really useful, and we'll make sure that we pop links to the stores in the show notes, and then you can go and look for the clothes themselves in those stores. So 3 of the stores are stores that are available throughout New Zealand, and one of the stores is unique to Christchurch here. So I chose 4 different retailers. I chose Max, which is in sort of that mid price point, more affordable price point, and Flo and Frankie in that affordable price point. And then I chose Storm, who's a little bit more premium. And then I chose Fashion Society, who is more premium again. So looking at those stores that have a variety, so there's a bit of a mix. And I always advocate too, when we're purchasing clothes, to purchase things that are, a little bit premium, and then adding some other pieces that are on the more affordable side, so that you've got a bit of a mix in your wardrobe and you have things that last the length of time. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm always talking about something I've had for a long time. And I do tend to keep my really good clothes, the clothes that do well, for a reasonable period of time. So 4 stores today, and I decided to look at the trends that were in those stores rather than generating a trend list based on current winter trends at the moment, because I felt like it was good to actually be able to buy the things that are there. So some of the things I talk about today will be a crossover from my February episode, which was about autumn style trends. This one is really looking more at winter. And when we get right into deep winter, July time, I will look at doing another episode as well, because, in July, we still have a couple of months at least of winter. And then in August and September, we start seeing spring fashion when it's still freezing. As I said, I chose these clothes from 4 different stores, and I'm going to talk probably a little bit by store about what I'm seeing, although you'll see some of the trends extending across all of the stores, because there's different there's trends that seem to be emerging all the time. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to describe the garments for those of you who are listening. I'm going to tell you where the garment's from and what the brand is as well, because in some cases for Fashion Society and also for Flo and Frankie, the brands are not their actual brands. They're brands, they bring collectives of brands together. Fashion Society tends to bring together more international brands, so they tend to they do stock brands that are available in other parts of the world. So if you're listening from other parts of the world, or you're watching this on YouTube, you might actually like some of the things you see. So again, they may be available. And the thing about this, when I start going out into the stores and looking at all the garments available, I start thinking how nice things are. Oh, and it's so hard to resist the temptation myself to actually purchase things, which I do, because if I did purchase everything I liked, I would end up with more clothes than I have, and I have a lot, and a very empty wallet. So it's really important, or empty bank account. So it's really important for me to just see what's there. And if I really like something, I can't stop thinking about it. I can think about all sorts of ways I can wear it, and it is a premium price point, then I will consider whether it will be available when it goes on sale. If not, then I will usually stump up for it. That's how it goes for me. Or if it's not the right timing for me business-wise for one reason or another, and it's not a time to spend money, then I don't. So just depends a little bit on that. Actually, that's probably a good podcast to talk about spending habits and how to budget for your clothes. Maybe that's next. So let's have a look at what we've got. So I'm wearing a shirt from Caroline Sills. I'm wearing some trousers from the Kate Sylvester range. Now it's Sylvester, so I love this look. It's actually a matching jacket to go with the trousers, but decided not to put those on. And this, of course, is a Gucci belt, which I've had for a really long time. Both pieces are historic pieces from my wardrobe, both more investment pieces, so they tend to last the test of time. So let's have a bit of a starting point. I think we'll go from premium brand to affordable brand, just to give it that mix. First of all, one of the things that's been key in fashion over quite a few years and is still available, and I'm so happy about it because it was such a hard combination to purchase, is the female suit. Now, you do not have to have the matching pants and jacket worn together all the time. They can both be worn as separate, or if you want that vibe, they can still be dressed down and be worn casually. So this beautiful suit, and this is from Fashion Society. So the first garments I show you are from Fashion Society. This is a pair of trousers. The brand is La Agence, which is a French brand, obviously. And these are some trousers. Now, they are wool and they're a blend. They've got a little bit of stretch in them too. So absolutely beautiful. More of a cropped leg. That will be on me. Some people, they'll be falling in a straight leg. So not skinny, not wide. Very French. And look, honestly, this is an absolutely beautiful blazer. So you can see double-breasted gold buttons, and the combo together is actually amazing. So love this blazer. Blazers are really in, and it's the perfect time to buy a blazer. This one is obviously double-breasted, so a really nice option. We're seeing a lot of double-breasted blazers. So for those of you listening, I'm describing a navy double-breasted blazer with gold buttons and beautifully made, awesome quality, and again, that same French La Agence brand. So gorgeous piece, and I mean, this would be an investment piece and something I would say 100% if you're looking out for a navy blazer, it'll be a good place to buy one from Fashion Society. So that's a combination, that's a suit. Again, suiting is around everywhere, and it doesn't have to just be formal. Everyone has this formal view of suiting. It can be worn with trainers, like I said, a t-shirt underneath, or you can dress it up. Also, what we're seeing a lot of is cardigans. Cardigans are everywhere. Now, this is from Zadig and Voltaire. This is actually a beautiful white cardigan. And now I'm holding it up to the camera because it's got all of these cool little patterns printed into, little pictures printed into, or actually knitted into the print. And if we look at the back of it, it's got these angel wings at the back. So super beautiful quality. Zadig and Voltaire. Again, a French black brand. I've seen it, been into the stores, amazing stores. And actually, Abby, who purchases and owns Fashion Society, does a great job shopping for Zadig and Voltaire and a good job of choosing great pieces. Again, this is a nice cardigan. It's cotton, so it's a little more lightweight. And again, beautiful quality. Would just be something you would purchase and have forever in your wardrobe. Another thing from Fashion Society is this shirt. I've pulled out shirts from everywhere. Now, this is obviously a pattern. We're seeing a lot of these flowy peasant style shirts everywhere. This is from a label called Bash. So it's spelled B-A Amsterdam or and S-H, so Bash. And again, I've seen this label in Europe as well. I think it's Spanish, French or Spanish. Sorry, I don't know exactly. But good colouring. This has got, of course, some yellows, some pinks, some browns in it. It's a really nice piece, a good peasant shirt, good for most body types, and it could be dressed up or down. So it's got a wee tie at the front, so if you did want to pull the neckline together, you could. So again, this peasant style top is very, very much everywhere. We're also seeing some really lovely utilitarian style clothes. So this is I'm holding up a very straight, beautiful wool jacket from Annie Bing. So beautiful label, and the quality is amazing. It's got gold buttons, it's got pockets on the front, which is great, and it feels just like the softest, silkiest, beautifulest fabric. So again, a lovely, lovely piece. Could be worn. It could even be worn over the blazer, like we looked at before, if you wanted a warmer piece. It's a shorter length coat, so nice if somebody's a little bit more petite, or if you want a short coat too. A good option. So I really liked this. I thought this cream is beautiful in winter, a nice option for the darkness of our winter months. we're seeing a lot of very, very lovely knitwear this season. Knitwear is really big. It always is in the winter, but particularly what we're seeing on trend now is this printed knitwear. So knitwear with print on the front or with pattern. And this again is a dig and volunteer piece. So again, the attention to detail. I'm holding up a turtleneck jumper with the words rock embossed across the front. And you can see it's a nice quality. It's a polar neck. So those people who like that snuggly warm look for winter will find this a very nice piece. Again, Dig and Volontaire being that French brand is a premium piece as well. So again, I'd layer this up under that beautiful cream jacket. It will look fantastic underneath this. Nice combination for a really cold winter's day. I'm holding up now the beautiful blue polar neck and I'm popping the cream blazer over the top, which looks really nice. So you can see the combinations start to emerge as well. Now, one of the other things that Fashion Society does extremely well, and pretty much all the stores do, but Fashion Society is exceptional at this, is beautiful international brand jeans. So again, we've got some nice jeans here. These ones here are from AG Jeans, Los Angeles, AG, and this is a barrel leg. So I picked out this pair because they're a different colour, so they're a kind of oatmeal colour, and we don't have to always wear black or blue jeans, so oatmeal can look really good. And I thought, again, just showing you that pair up of the oatmeal jeans with the blue tops, a nice winter look, and again the cream jacket I just held up before would look nice over them. Barrel legs suit so many people. They're so popular. They've got the extra width in the leg for that fuller thighed person, and it's this. I think this is a mid-rise. Looking at it. Yes, I haven't got my glasses on, but just looking at it here, actually mid to high rise, which tends to suit a lot of people. So this is a beautiful pair of jeans, AG Jeans, which is a popular brand and very lovely. Now, if you want to spice it up a wee bit, you could head into Citizens of Humanity jeans, and these ones are in an animal print. We're still seeing a lot of animal print come through in fashion. This is, again, as I said, Citizens of Humanity, which are, or C&H, C of H, if that's how you want to say it, a great international brand as well. And this pair, again, is a barrel leg, so they've got that width in the thigh. They sit so much better on, too. So if you're a little scared of the barrel leg, I highly recommend trying them. They look so much better on than they do off. Although these look pretty good off, too. So again, I'd combine that particular pair of jeans with the knitwear. Looks very fun. Even with that light pattern, you can pop it with many things. We also saw at Fashion Society a nice pair of straight-legged jeans. So if you're just wanting a pair of jeans that's a bit more straight in the leg, you're not so into the barrel, you don't really want to go super wide, maybe you're really slim in the legs and you find them really overwhelming, I thought this was really good to show you. These are called a gold jeans, and you can see the leg is straight. It's really long too, which is a good thing for those people who are long in the leg. Those people who are short, you can always get it taken up. And these are a high rise too, so you can see that really nice straight leg be very good, again, for somebody who doesn't necessarily want the width and the bulk of a barrel or a wide leg jean. So that's our little collection from Fashion Society. You can see how they would all work together. So the beautiful bash top would look beautiful with the jeans. So I'm holding up the bash peasant top with the jeans, which would look great. And if you wanted to elevate the look a little bit and wear it and dress it up, you could add the La Asians blazer over the top, which is really nice. The gold buttons picks up nicely on the bash top, and again you could add the jeans to it. So combining clothes, Fashion Society, as are all the stores, really is a one-stop shop for many casual and dressy outfits. So I'm really grateful to Abby for letting me use some of the clothes today for this podcast. So that's our premium brands, some international brands, some beautiful aspirational pieces. Now we're going to move to Storm. Storm is another great label, New Zealand label, very, very long, had a lot of longevity in New Zealand, and I'm going to show you some pieces from Storm. I've just picked a few, and one of them I think you might recognise because they've brought this jacket out in this 2 colours this season. So this beautiful velvet bomber jacket, and we're seeing the bomber jackets being really big, is in this nice goldy kind of colour, and also comes in navy. Last year I got it in the teal blue and it came out in red. So this muted kind of shade is this muted mushroomy shade is very popular this season, and again great for people who've got those warmer skin tones, and we all love a bomber jacket. It goes really nicely over many things. Good neutral colour too. I also picked up at Storm again some more knitwear, just a nice green sweater. So this is 100% merino, beautiful feel, handle, great colour. And it's just, if you're listening, it's a sort of bright olivey green as opposed to dark olive. So that's a nice piece as well. Now we're also seeing, I wanted to pick up and show you skirts. So skirts are huge. They've had a huge revival in the last couple of years. And, wearing a skirt can be tricky, but they look good on pretty much everyone. We've just got to get the right type. So this one here I'm holding up is a nice red skirt. It's got a nice satiny finish, and it's quite full, and it has a zip at the side and a few pleats in the front. So not super full, but enough fullness so that if you had it on, it would give you that volume, and it looks great with all sorts of things. So again, I would probably pair it up with something like the shirt, which I have also picked up from Storm. And again, we're seeing that same peasant style shirt, wide shirt, big sleeves, a lot of fabric volume. Now, to deal with the fabric volume, you really have to tuck these things into the bottoms to give them that, to give it that shaped silhouette. So I'd tuck those two in together, and then probably would add the jacket. So if you see the jacket I'm holding up now, so I was holding up a leopard print top. I'm now popping it with a red skirt, and then I'm popping it with the velvet mushroom coloured jacket. So all of that looks really nice together, is a great combination. So really good combination of pieces. And the skirt, despite being red and people thinking it won't go with everything, I've got a number of tops here, all of which go with the red skirt, just to show you that it can actually work. So if you want something a bit luxe and a bit fun, Storm does these really good metallics. Thought the metallic gold was really nice to show you at this time of the year when it's getting cold or warm. Gold like this can be a really easy, fun piece. You could also layer it if you wanted to put it over something a little bit warmer. And again, if we wanted to pair it up with that skirt, that red skirt, it looks fantastic. In fact, you could wear this at Christmas too. And you'd look really bright. I still would wear it at this time of the year. I might put a cream blazer over it just to give it that luxe look. Have you ever wondered how you can be a fashion stylist with access to premium digital styling products? Do you want to be trained by the best in the industry and access these products that reflect fashion styling in 2025? If you do, then Image Innovators is absolutely the choice for you. This is because they have a network of over 1,000 trained fashion stylists worldwide, and when you work with them, you're getting the best of the best. They have evidence-based professional training offered by highly skilled facilitators that help you reach your absolute potential. This is a great alignment with Style for Life, as I in my business have used and endorsed their products for over 10 years with so many happy clients. And I'm really excited to say I'm also offering training to fashion stylists in conjunction with Image Innovators. So if you're ready to start your fashion styling training journey, then use the code BRIGHTRED25 for 10% off all products. And another thing we've seen a lot of everywhere this season is the denim shirt. So a denim shirt, this is a beautiful one. You can see this high collar. These high collars tend to come through again for winter. We've got the fullness in the sleeves, which is still very key in a trend this season. This is a beautiful denim with an extra piece of shine to it. It's a mid to dark denim for those of you who are listening, with orange stitching. And again, pairing it back with the red skirt looks really lovely. So you can see the skirt and the jacket, the skirt and the shirt look really nice together. So again, this red skirt's starting to do a lot of work in the wardrobe, as opposed to just being something that you might think, oh gosh, I can't wear it with much. And then again, the last shirt that I've picked out for you, which is really beautiful, is this green shirt, which is a cotton silk blend from Storm. You can see it's again the same style, these full sleeves, these fuller garments. And again, I know some of our ladies find these full shirts really tricky. The key is always to tuck a little bit of them in. Even if you've got a tummy, everyone has a tummy, right? So have it slouchy. Mine's really loose today because I don't feel like having something tight around the waist today. So this is again a gorgeous piece. It's a nice foresty green, so a good colour. You could pair it with the red skirt, but it's starting to look a little bit Christmassy, I would say. So I might pick some jeans or something else to pair this with, or another colourway. So that's our collection from Storm. Again, a great New Zealand label. The next label I'm going to talk about is a label who have exploded into the market in New Zealand and are doing very well and are in many places. And that's a label called Flo and Frankie. Now, why are they successful? Because they have picked Australian, New Zealand labels. They've brought them together and they've put them in one store, and their price point is mid. So very accessible price point for many people. So lots of fun pieces from Flo and Frankie. And again, you'll see some of the trends I've spoken about from Storm and Fashion Society starting to repeat themselves in some of these other brands as well. So in the end, it just depends on which kind of garment you want, whether you want something that's a little bit more available or whether you want something that's a little bit less available, and that you pay more for the less available garments and a bit more for the more available garments. So we have this gorgeous piece, which I loved. Maybe this is a Valentine's Day jersey. It's light pink with bright red hearts on it, and the brand is Thing. Again, great label. This feels like a cotton jersey. So if you're not into wool, or you want something that has a different handle from wool, again, it might be better for you next to your skin. So gorgeous piece. You can wear it with a storm red skirt, would look really cute. Just slouchily over the skirt would look very nice. So this oversized knitwear, we saw the gorgeous knitwear from both Fashion Society and Storm. Now we're seeing it again in this particular brand as well. So this is Thing from Flo and Frankie. Now, following along the knitwear theme, we have a lot of cardigans this season. Cardigans I spoke about in our autumn podcast, and they are here in the winter podcast too. So in the past, I'd go into people's houses and I'd find a cardigan, it would be buttoned up, and I'd always only wear it buttoned up. Now, the thing with cardigans is you've got two ways to wear them. So this one looks really cute buttoned up. It's designed to be worn as a top buttoned up, but also you could unbutton it and have it as another piece going over. So love this piece. This is from Ivy and Jack. This particular cardigan, it's chocolate brown. It has lots of little buttons all the way down the front. For those of you who are listening, the buttons are in a mirror button style, so they stand out from the garment, and it is 100% merino. It feels really nice. It's a ribbed fabric, so it's going to be quite stretchy and a little bit firmer fitting. So if you're someone who doesn't like firmer fitting, you would wear this as a cardigan over something else as opposed to a top. So that's knitwear we're seeing again in all labels, and I've shown you a cardigan and a jersey because they're both very much hitting the trend spot at the moment. Now, in one of my recent podcasts, I spoke about layering, and a lot of people asked me questions about where to get particular pieces, and that's another reason I decided to do this podcast today. So I wanted to do one on what you could actually buy. So one of the layering pieces that is around still, and it had a big season last year, is what we call mesh. So you can see when my hand is through, I'm holding up a chocolate brown backed piece, which has a lining in the front, it is mesh, and it has peach and red and camel flowers on it. So it would be see-through-ish without its double lining, but it has a ruching around the stomach, which is really great when somebody's feeling tummy conscious. It sits nicely. So essentially, the folds of the stomach the folds of the fabric sit around the folds of the stomach, and no one knows whether it's fabric or stomach. This particular brand is from Among the Brave, which is a popular and common brand in Flo and Frankie. So Among the Brave mesh piece. This has just come in store. I think there's a dress version as well. Very nice colours, nice on its own, nice paired up with other things. A print is always a good place to start with dressing because you can add other pieces to it in the colours. I also picked up a more neutral print, which was this white mesh piece. Now again, this can be bought as a layering piece. If I didn't already have something in white, I would be buying this because it's super useful. So you can wear it under all sorts of things, or you can just wear it as a garment on its own. I'm just checking out the label for you. Again, it's the same Among the Brave, so same label again. It's got a higher neck. It comes with its own singlet, which is really great if you don't have one, but you can also layer a nude singlet underneath it, which would give it a more interesting look, or you can stay with the white, or you can layer it underneath shorter sleeve tops for wearing your summer clothes in winter, which was one of our podcasts. Now, I've only got one dress on the rack. There are still plenty of dresses for winter, and this one clearly I'm holding up, which is from August, is not very wintry because it has short sleeves, but it was too nice to leave behind. And I'm seeing a lot of this style, this empire line style of dress with, the high seam, a sort of flowing bias cut through the stomach area and quite long. So this is a red and peach dress, very gorgeous. If you're needing a dress for an event or just a dress to wear to work and you want to wear something fun, this label would work. I would say you'll need to cover a little bit more on the neckline. It's quite low in the neckline for a work piece. There's still plenty of dresses around, but we are seeing a lot of separates this season too. So just one dress to show you today from Flo and Frankie. They sell so many of these jeans. So the high-rise wide leg pocket jean from Among the Brave. So you can see them here, the Comfort Stretch Zoe jean, that's what they are. So this Zoe jean is insanely popular. So many people I have seen wearing these. The reason they're popular is because they have stretch in them. They're high in the rise, the pockets are up here. Now remember, pockets on the stomach draw attention to the stomach. These ones are a bit below it, so they're around the hip area. So they draw, if you're wide in the hips, this is going to draw attention to the hips. And if you're not and you don't care, then that's all good. But they are the same colour. The fabric's the same colour, so they're there. They're a wider leg and they are not too long. So you can get any length. You can get them shortened again if you're little, or you can buy them long enough for me, which would be ideal, because I do find jeans a bit short. So very popular Zoe jean. These ones are Among the Brave is the brand, and they are from Flo and Frankie. So they come in so many colours. I picked up cream because we've got other jeans in other places. Now, again, like I've said, blazers are super popular. Good time to buy them this year. This is another one from Ivy and Jack. It's green, olive green. I'm holding up an olive green blazer. People love olive. It does suit our warm skin tones, and some shades suit some of our cooler skin tones too. So nice neutral, heaps in the stores. But this is a nice linen fabric, which feels quite warm as well, so it would do you into the winter months. It has a nice lining, so the sleeve is folded up. Just single-breasted, simple shape. A little bit longer, so you probably want to be a little bit taller for that. Another Among the Brave blazer, and again, blazers and Flo and Frankie do a lot together. This is just a camel blazer, simple style. Again, if you're wanting a neutral, creamy camel blazer, good option. Oh, I'm seeing so many of these fluffy sheep-like jackets. I own one. I own my second one actually. So this is a great casual jacket. It's what I'm holding up is a cream fluffy jacket. It's like sheepskin, but this one isn't clearly. It's a synthetic fibre. It has some pockets at the front, zip pockets at the front, and a big black zip up the middle. It's really warm, and again, I wear these for sport. Sometimes wear them for casual, but they can be also worn to keep you warm. A nice, slightly more stylish option than a plain puffer. As is this gorgeous piece. You must think I'm talking about Among the Brave. So we're seeing these quilted jackets. This is chocolate brown. Chocolate brown is still so on trend this season. Chocolate brown, more cropped, quilted jacket. So a short one with pockets at the front. A nicer, slightly more elevated version of a puffer jacket. So it does have that warmth of a puffer. It's quilted. It's not too long for those of you who are a little petite people. And one coat to show you. This one's from Foxwood. It's chocolate brown as well. I know some of my clients have been looking for a chocolate brown coat from Foxwood with a tie around the waist, so you get that shape. And again, a couple of buttons at the front. So fantastic style and a wool blend fabric. So chocolate brown coat in the market. Nice option here. Now, my last label to discuss is a label I do take a lot of clients into, and that is Max. Max is a more affordable price point, and there are some great pieces in there. So first of all, starting off with this nice V-neck lemon knit from Max. So I'm showing it's a soft fabric. Again, you could layer this, you could wear it on its own. It's a 3/4 sleeve, so those of you who feel the heat might find something like this good on a cold day. Picking up an apricot pink piece of knitwear as well. Beautiful soft handle. Again, knitwear is in. There's lots of colours. This kind of more fluffy knitwear is about at the moment too. Something I had to bring and show you was this slip skirt from Max. Now this one here is in a great tealy blue colour, and this style of skirt suits everyone. And I've had people who have never worn skirts purchase these skirts and find them so comfortable. They cut on the bias, they have an elastic waist, and they look great with just about everything. You can see I'm pairing it now with the apricot pink knitwear, and it looks great. So also from Max, which I wanted to show you, is a pair of barrel-leg jeans. Everyone has barrels, but these are the Max version. They have lots of colours. I'm showing you these ones because they are a dark denim, a little bit less long in the legs. Those of you who are taller might find you need to go to some other brands for the leg length, but they are great if you're not super tall. So barrel-legged jeans. And two more pieces from Max, and again, finishing as we started with a suit, and this is a chocolate brown suit from Max. barrel leg again, chocolate brown suit. You can see it has the trousers and then the jacket as well. So a chocolate brown blazer. So we started with Fashion Society's beautiful navy blazer. This is Max's version. It is a chocolate brown blazer. And again, both great neutrals, great options for black if you're wanting something that's out of that more harsh black colour palette. And you will notice, despite the fact I've been into the shops and picked up all these clothes to show you, we still have lots of colour on the rack, lots of choice, and our neutrals this season are really very much sitting in that navy and chocolate brown space. So that's the podcast for today. I really appreciate you all watching. You know now that you can support these retailers. You know where to access some of the products because I've shown you some things that are in the current stores rather than just from my own wardrobe, which I've done so much. Please get in touch if you want any help to style your winter wardrobe. If you're not sure what neutral is going to suit you best, or you want some help just to choose colour or knitwear, or you're not sure what jeans are going to work, all of those questions that sometimes float around in your head, if you just need to outsource that, I've had 20 years as a fashion stylist and I've dressed every body shape, every age, from young children, toddlers to, I think my oldest client was in her 90s. So kia kaha, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. Please remember to support Fashion Society, Storm, Flo and Frankie and Max, who have kindly provided the clothes for this podcast today. And if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And I really very much appreciate all of you listening. It makes it all worth it when I hear someone coming to see me that has listened, or somebody who's just listened and come up and said, thank you, because I want to give service to you. So look after yourself. Have a wonderful week. And I will be back next week. Thank you for listening to the Style for Life podcast. Don't forget, you deserve to feel fabulous at every age, every stage, and at every size. If you're loving the show, hit subscribe and leave a review. It helps more amazing people like you find their way back to life through style. Thanks again. Until next time.